I'm ready.
Yeah, let me adjust this thing. How about
Ready,
that?
ready,
There
ready,
you
ready,
go.
ready.
Oh, my Lanta love. I'm warm. I won't say I'm disgusting, but I'm definitely warm. First off, a happy Sunday to you. Salute.
Cheers.
Salute. Boom.
The humidity found its way to us today.
Oh, my goodness, it did. Honestly, like as soon as I got out of the T350 at the farm to train everybody this morning, I felt it instantly. So it was not long till I was definitely moist, but under the armpits. I was moist. Very.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were sweating?
Yeah, sweat. Yes, that's what I was.
Okay.
I was sweating.
Yeah,
I was
you were sweating.
Oh, I'm gonna take a deep breath because it's just nasty as can be right this moment.
We could do this in the air conditioning, but that just seems like work.
It does, and all the little black dogs are laid out on the floor like cordwood, all lined up. Plus, right over out in front of you, if you're not watching on YouTube and or Rumble, the camp chef's fired up, and we have never done short ribs before, so and or beef ribs of any type. So we got all that going on. Smells really, really good. I'm listening to you. I don't hear the fan running on your side, so that's a good thing.
I was worried about that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And it's just a Sunday. What did I say to you this morning when we sat out here and did our little morning? I like to think we have meetings all the time. Anytime that we stop and talk, to me, that's a meeting.
We have a poignant. We have a poignant. We decide that we need to communicate. Like we communicate all day long, but we make a point of.
Yeah, I like to call meetings. Maybe that's me thinking that like we're like a small corporation of some sort, that we have to have a meeting. But way back in the day, before this PBHQ was even here, definitely, and you had that 40-hour week job, well, really 60, 70-hour week job. We'd ride around on Saturday and Sunday. We would just kind of talk about things. We would kind of, if you want to say dream, but we definitely would talk about, goals, our future, projects, things to do this, things to do that, the dogs, the duck hunting, the ducks, dogs, and decoys, right? So we talk about that a lot, but I still like to do that, especially over coffee. And before we left this morning, I'm going to reel myself back in. You don't have to. Before we left this morning, what did I say? Well, and I felt bad after you answered me because I kind of tricked you. I'm hearing the wind, love. There you go. What did I? I'm hearing wind. What did I say to you this morning?
Oh God! Please don't do that to me.
All right,
I have
so
no
just
idea.
real quick, you need to go mic right side. Can you do that? Time out, everyone. Time out, everyone. It's just going to help the situation. Good. Here. I just turned your mic off. Yes, it's going to help your situation. Get it dialed in. I turned you back on.
Okay.
Here, let me help you. There you go. All right, that's much better. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I just appreciate you. What did I say to you this morning? And I felt bad after I said it to you.
I don't know.
I said, "What game? What games you want to watch today?" And you're
yeah, NFL. I'm like, is football on? I'm thinking
on?
Preseason.
Yeah, I was like, "No, I'm messing with you." But when I laid in bed extra early, I did get up, not super early, but I got up, let the proof man out. It's still dark. I jumped back in bed.
Yeah, it was way too early.
Yeah, it was a little bit of rain outside, but I really kind of felt as I in that 6:30, 7 o'clock hour while I was still laying in bed, like it feels like it could be NFL Sunday. So
I think, if I was honest, when you said, about football, I was like, oh, we could just sit on the couch and watch TV.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's make something good, and we're doing the beef ribs. All right, first off, just stop a second. Paulie, Island Boy McKinnon. I'm going to hold this. I know he's not watching. He scolded you.
For?
You questioned that he listened.
Oh, I don't.
Well,
he's a busy guy.
He says he listens every time. But I'm going to hold the Yeti to my lips and I'm not going to question why I enjoy, but I'm just going to enjoy. And do not mention the word addiction, love.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So he is busy. It's this weekend, right?
Well, he's been busy for a long time. But
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Sorry.
Let me just, so I'm staying organized in my mind. I've been having trouble with that recently a lot.
It's called dementia.
Well, I think it's called old age.
That too.
But yes, he's been busy for a long, long time. Today is Sunday. They're having the meet and greet, the banquet dinner, handler's bags, all the instructions. And tomorrow, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Canadian, or the Canada. I'm going to call it the Canada Master National. The CKC Master National takes place just Yorktown, just right outside, just northeast of Charlottetown, northeast of Charlottetown, on PEI, Prince Edward Island. I always say PEI, and people are like, what are you talking about? PEI stands for Prince Edward Island. And I still don't really understand the Articles of Confederation, but evidently it's the home of the Articles of Confederation. Paulie, text me and tell me what that really means. And or Geoff already probably has Paulie, so you're slow. Geoff's already texted me. But anyway, yeah, Paulie's been busy, quite busy. As soon as it got halfway warm there, and their hunt test season kicked off right through now. And I mentioned it last week that.
When does it run? I'm sorry.
It starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow through
Thursday, possibly Friday, if they need extra series on Friday. But it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I think they have Friday set aside just in case they need extra series to get all dogs. I looked this morning on Canuck Dog. That may not be exactly the right webpage, but 54 dogs entered in the Canada Master National. And Paulie and Jackson are Jaxie, Jaxson, or Jaxy, are the official test dog for the PEI, the 2024 CKC Canada / Master National on PEI. I've said it many different times. I'm stopping saying it. But Paulie listens. He says he listens. He sends me pictures that he's listening. And I sent that to you.
Okay.
All right, back to football. It did feel like a kind of a football day. And you kind of planted this seed last Sunday that I did not weigh myself this morning, but I've been weighing myself every morning. I don't know if you do, because I don't ask, don't tell kind of thing, right? But I'm definitely conscious of it, especially with the season coming up. And possibly Molly's wedding. I'm not sure exactly what my attire will be, but I want to make sure that I fit into whatever. I'm going to wait till the last minute on that one for sure, because I love to procrastinate. Although the brown mamba sent me a reel about don't do it now, do it now, do it. When you want to procrastinate, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. Thank you, brown mamba. But I am going to wait to the end on that one, because I need to wait to the end of that one. Where am I going? You said you planted a seed last Sunday. It was like, hey, let's do something on the grill. Let's do something on the grill. And when we were over at the farm, you did say, are we going to do something today? I was like, you know what? Beef ribs, we've never done them. I walk past them all the time in the store. I've never even touched the pack. And I said, let's do it. You said, what'd you say? I think you said, fuck yes, let's do it. That's what you said. You won't say it right now, but that's what you said.
I don't know. I was still kind of distraught after our dismal training session.
Okay, so beef ribs, which I said are kind of out front of you, left on the Camp Chef. If you're watching on YouTube and or Rumble, we already pulled the really thin cut ones off. They were at 150-ish. Pulled them off their rack, but the big ones, they're going to be on there for quite a while. Training this morning. Possibly a tad bit of miscommunication between you and I. How we're going to set this up. Do we want to go through the whole story?
No.
Well,
I don't want to relive it.
Okay. Well, I like to do the momentum drill, and you said, hey, we've been having issues. Is that a strong word?
No.
Okay,
I could use stronger words.
We've been having issues then with Elmer T. And you said you had them all. Where I'm going to go with this is, again, if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, I'm holding up my pack from my judges seminar, the AKC, the American Kennel Club judges seminar yesterday, which that could take me down a tangent. I'm going to reel it back in. When I was up there, you took all the pups over and let them just be dogs. You ran them around. Yep. And it was your idea maybe to just let Elmer T get the bullshit. I'm trying to
ass out of him.
I was going to say the bullshitness out of him. I'm going to run down the lane and go set up my momentum drill. and you're going to walk down there. You said, go get it set up. And I guess I didn't understand exactly what you meant because I put the bumpers out. He came, you walked him down the lane, he grabbed the bumper, and then it was just, that's what started our morning off. Not
because you need to explain what the issue is.
Well, Elmer likes to grab a bumper and just go fucking run around with it and be an asshole.
Yep, won't come back.
Right.
He wants to make a game of it on his terms.
Right. Now, in the water, most of the times, he's okay because I know enough to kind of play the hockey goalie and
close to the water's edge.
Yeah. I can send him, the first one I send him far away, let him run down, but I kind of follow him down and get right at the shoreline so that when he comes back, kind of avert that situation where he just takes it and runs.
Yep.
So anyway, that's how it started off. And again, it was humid, and Scoter did really well. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scoter did really well. We did a momentum drill. You did a diversion shot coming back. I had 2 nice cold blinds set up that basically one was to the right of you, one was to the left of you at about, 120 yards and 180 yards. And the 225 is the drill. About run off the mound. She runs to the lane more or less, and that's 225 yards. And off to my right, or off right to the line that we just sent her doing the drill. You shot, diversion shot, and then I did the cold blinds with her. Proof did really well on his land blinds, stretched him out. Map marks, I didn't walk out to where you were throwing them, but I have a good idea that the longest ones were, you did 4 of them. The longest one was 90, and then, the longest 2, were 90 and 120 yards. But I didn't actually walk out there to pinpoint that. But that's, kind of from the satellite picture, kind of pinpointed that. So that's what he's doing really well. Is what I'm trying to say.
Doing great.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did. Then we did Scoter. Well, we tried to do mash. That wasn't really good. So there's a compounded the Elmer T issues. Actually, we did try to do Elmer T on land too. Right.
Yes.
Now we're reliving it. You said you didn't want to. So we're going to pass the puppies up. We're not going to talk about that. Then you walked down, and we did a nice little channel mark, actually 3 channel marks with Scoter, which she very well could have cheated on me, and she did not. So I think she's starting to get it. Duke is running around like a ding-dong. Yeah.
But we let him do that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. We use him. We call him the diversion dog.
He is the diversion dog.
He is.
Sometimes he won't swim, but he walks out in the water just to see what she's doing.
Yeah.
Paul, you thinking of you? We are. That was really good. Do Scoter. You get Rye out. You're going to have your basically kind of, would you just call it exercise Rye?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just exercise Rye. But what we've turned that exercise into is an honoring drill for Scoter. And I got her on a really, really good correction.
Yeah.
Yep. Why'd you say it that way?
Yeah.
She didn't make a noise?
Nope.
Couldn't have been that bad. She didn't, no vocalization. I did get her on a 4 high, continuous. Well, a nick, but it was a continuous nick.
Yep. There was no body movement. There was no words. Rye was swimming, getting it. Rye was already out there, and she just decided, we'd throw in a second bumper out just to see what she would do. Which
basically I was going to let her get it. If she sat there, that was going to be her bumper to go get, and then she broke on that. So you sent Rye. You threw another one off. Actually, after I corrected Scoter, she came back, sat her down. You threw one out. She was good, and I sent her for that. So she did get a bumper out of it. So Love. You going to say something?
Well, we did get something out of today. We always do, but thankfully, proof of the 3 pups is doing well. Otherwise, it would be quite disheartening.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. So then I went over. You handled proof, 4 watermarks, and the last one, yes, it was a little. If you're going to watch the video on Instagram or YouTube. The video, it does show him where he got a little confused. Yeah. Right? But he did eventually pick the bumper up, and he swam back across where he could have. It wasn't really set up to be cheaty, but if he had a half a brain, he could have ran around to you.
Yeah, or just gone to you.
Yeah. That's what, I don't know if you really saw me, but like I was trying to motion to you to walk to your left as you're calling him to try to help him understand that he needed to get back in the water. So it worked out really well. Though.
Yeah, and he did it. Yep.
Yeah, so. All right, this is the Pit Boss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. MyMollys.com, MyMollys.com. It is your destination on Maryland's Eastern Shore and or online at MyMollys.com, MyMollys.com. Sales tax free event's over. Probably was over yesterday, I think.
Okay.
Nothing new with them except gearing up for the anniversary sale September 20, 21, 22, and or the following weekend. I'm still not sure which weekend it is, but anniversary sale will definitely tell you which is which. No, it is. I'm sorry. Rewind. It is 20, 21, and 22. That is the anniversary sale. Sorry. So we thank everyone at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. MyMollys.com. Fuel your adventure. Fuel your adventure at Molly's. Easily found just north of Chestertown on Route 213. But the commercials I've been saying for Delaware, easily found just south of Middletown on Route 213. So, up next is Crabs to Go. Stephen BLO, he got his fix of crabs yesterday.
Yep.
Drove all the way down. Well, not necessarily all the way down from Philadelphia just to get crabs, but he was at Crabs to Go yesterday. So we appreciate everyone at Crabs to Go. CrabsToGo.com. Easily found on Route 50 and Route 589 in West Ocean City / Berlin. Up next is Gunner Kennels. Gunner.com. Love. The new Flyway series is Please Help Me Out.
Saskatchewan.
No, tune. No. Put the tune.
Oh, Saskatoon.
There
Saskatoon.
You go. Say it again.
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
Saskatoon.
Yeah, I can't say that word. You want to say it one more time for me?
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon. I can't say it. I'm just messing around with you. Gunner, that is Gunner.com. That is their new Flyway series. It's in the actual Gunner Kennels are in the new Flyway series color. Say it again.
Saskatoon.
Okay, thank you. It is in the food container. The food box is in the color of the
kennel.
Yeah, say the S word?
Saskatoon.
Yeah, Saskatoon. And the dog bowls are in the color of the Saskatoon.
Have we seen the bowl yet?
Have we figured out if it's Snow White or Off White?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's Off White, though.
I saw Luke Moore throwing mud on it, and he took a pressure washer to it because people were maybe questioning, like, hey, it's white. It's off. It's whatever white color it is. How's it going to hold up to the color? So, and it came right off. Yeah. Gunner Kennels, Gunner.com, Man's Best Kennel and Man's Best Bumper. Up next, punishing the docks. Looks like we're going to get a thunderstorm, though.
Yep, because it's got a warning.
Did you really? Okay. The outdoor studio, we better speed this up. Punishing the docks and rocks. That's Steve Hoover all the way from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Duckwaterboats.com. I was up in Big J Barnes from Front Neck Fowler's Lake. Oh man, what Finger Lake is it? Cayuga? I can't speak.
I have no idea.
I can't speak Indian names. American native names, excuse me. What I reference Pat Burns always saying, talking about the wild Indians. The Native Americans. Anyway, where am I going with this? Love reeled me back in. Oh yes, so Big J stopped by Pitboss World Headquarters. He wanted to see how I do the V-boards. So I had to climb up in the world's largest duck boat to get a set of V-boards down. Climb up in the world's largest duck boat to step on the mezzanine level to reach up onto the shelf to step back down on the mezzanine level to get back in the world's largest duck boat to step down the set of steps at the transom to show them, say, this is what's going on. So anyway, long story short, we love the Ocean 32, the world's largest duck boat, Steve Hoover, New Philadelphia, Ohio, punishing the docks and rocks. Thank you very much. Up next is Duck Blind Bistro, the ultimate outdoor oven, and we still have cooked biscuits for Cam.
Yep.
We're gonna do a baked potato on the grill. Maybe we should do some biscuits for her tonight. Just get them.
If you want.
No, they gotta be. We could eat one too. Duckblindbistro.com. If you are unfamiliar with the ultimate outdoor oven, check it out. It's made for any heat source. and specifically for the duck blind or the duck boat or anywhere outdoors. But it works really, really nice in your kitchen. You're not firing the oven up to do biscuits or anything else that you could do in it that you would do in your oven. You're going to do it on stovetop. So we appreciate duckblindbistro.com, the ultimate outdoor oven. I say it again, up next. But I've been using, it's actually still under the jungle of Scoter. It's Turtlebox Audio. Turtleboxaudio.com. Live loud. I still think that they should say they are the ultimate Bluetooth speaker. Waterproof. Obviously, I don't know if it's dust proof, but it still works for me. And there's plenty of dust in there when I'm grinding away. So we appreciate everyone at Turtlebox Audio. Turtleboxaudio.com. I'm getting Turtlebox confused with Turtleboxaudio.com. Live loud. It is the ultimate Bluetooth speaker. And no, still not last. Dirty Duck Coffee. You got the shirt on, love.
Yeah.
All right, dirtyduckcoffee.com. Check them out. They have they got the K-Cup. I was slow down. They had the K-Cups going on. And specifically, self-servingly, because we love it, it is Pitboss's Duck Boat Dark. It's a good dark roast, a good dark brew, strong brew, much like Crown Royal Black.
Like, but not like.
No, but it is definitely dark, much like Crown Royal Black. We need to order some of the cinnamon teal. Yep. Anything else we need to get from them? I don't know how many roasts. I'm going to say that.
I'm going to look again and see what else is yours.
I was going to say they. I think that they have. I remember drinking it, which coconut.
Yeah, what was that?
Well, I drank that at Easton last year, which I didn't think I really would like it, but that was the only thing there was, so I drank it, and actually it grew
like a roasted coconut. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I want to say that's Suns Up, Guns Up.
Is that what it was?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. It was tasty.
I'm thinking a green camo bag. But anyway, I think instead of doing the are they 12 or 16 ounce bags? Whatever the small bags are, we need to do a big bag.
Yeah.
All right. Check them out. Dirty Duck Coffee. If your coffee sucks, it ain't the duck. And use code PITBOSS, PITBOSS 10 to save yourself 10% off your entire purchase. Doesn't have to be Pitboss Duck Boat Dark. It could be off of cinnamon teal and or the beautiful shirt that you have on, love. All right.
Oh, apparel.
Apparel, hats, decals, and or coffee. So, all right, dirtyduckcoffee.com. Guys, thank you very much. Whaleyville Wagon Tails is shut down. I think has it dissolved?
No.
Okay, still, it's just...
Yeah, for a select few.
For your select clientele.
Yeah.
All right, but as far as Rover goes, you don't exist.
Nah.
Okay. Facebook and the wacky white wing, what did Tom say?
Oh, wacky.
I think he just said wacky white wing. The WWW world.
Yep.
Whaleyville Wagon Tail still exists. So.
Yes.
And lastly, but not least, is Pitboss Waterfowl booking for the 2025-26 season because we are full this year, which is a good thing, I guess. It's bad and good and bad, however you want to look at it. So, all right, have I done all that I needed to do there?
I think so.
All right, I'm still really not like wet sweating, but I'm definitely warm. I don't think I'm as warm since the sun went away.
Yeah, that helped.
All right. I did say that yesterday I traveled north to Greenwood, Delaware, the First State Retriever Club, which we support. We did I think a strong Pitboss package for their raffle, for their fall raffle, delivered, and they did an awesome job of holding a basic AKC. It was an AKC basic judge seminar. Which I had to say, when I got up there and I signed in, my AKC judge number was much lower than many other people's that were on the list, which I don't know how I felt. I didn't really feel old, but I kind of just chuckled about it. It was just, I don't know, it's been funny. It's been funny. It was funny. I have not judged the AKC hunt test. Back in the day, the seminar, there was no test. Actually, I think I did have to take a test.
You did? Okay.
No, not yesterday, but I think back, 20 years ago, I think I did have to take a test. And the seminar test was good for 2 years. Now it went to 3. Now they've changed it to 4. So I think I am in good standing with the AKC, where, my judges' numbers, actually Alex Abraham, I think, reactivated or found my judges' number for me when we judged. You were the marshal of the Derby. And I was, along with Mike Hopkins, was a judge for the Maryland Retriever Club's spring hunt test of 24, 23, 22. Nope.
Is it 2 years ago?
No, 20. No, it was 2 springs ago. So it would have been 23. We did it. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I just want to get back in the loop as far as being available to judge. I don't know. I want to judge a whole lot because I want to run dogs right at the moment. But at the same time, yeah, I'd like to judge. And specifically with field trials, I'm still in a good standing. Again, Alex just found my number when he reached out to me. I was like, yeah, man, I judged some all-age stakes, man. He gave me, didn't disrespect me, but he asked about it. I was like, Alex, I said, I've judged all-age stakes. Maybe not when you ran an all-age dog, but yeah, I've judged at least two all-age stakes, 2 amateurs, if not 3, and a bunch of derbies and qualifying stakes. So anyway, I'm good to go. The First State Retriever Club seminar was great. Trish Jagoda was the AKC representative that held she was in charge. She did the seminar. And really where I'm trying to go with this, very long-winded, since you're a much better vocalist than I am, because I am not a good oral reader. That used to freak me out in school. I can't speak without having to read. If you ask me to read, I'm really going to butcher it up. So what I really would like to do, some already know, maybe somebody like Paulie. Paulie might not. I think our AKC rules are different than the
I'm sure.
The KCK, the CKC rules. But if you don't mind, this is one of the this is from the booklet that that I sat yesterday, and I just wanted you to go through. What's it say? Testing level for juniors. So
yep.
You go. You have it. I'm just going to sit back and let you read. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yep. So was from the PowerPoint demonstration or PowerPoint presentation that Jeff attended yesterday. So it just goes through. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, but this is on testing level. So junior.
Well, time out. What? I'm interrupting you. What page are you on? It's in the 70s, isn't it?
70. Yeah. Well, it's 73.
Right. So we're already 73 pages deep into the seminar, but we finally get to really. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm really gonna stop. I really am gonna stop. But what you're gonna read is the requirements for a junior AKC junior hunt test, AKC senior hunt test, and an AKC master hunt test. Take it away.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna look. There. I shut my mic off.
Press of a finger. All right, so junior dogs shall be tested to a minimum of 4 marks, 2 on land, 2 on water. No more than 2 marks may be thrown in a series. Each mark is thrown and retrieved before the next one is thrown, and each mark is scored individually. Note is attention-getting devices, i.e. duck, goose, or pheasant calls, are important to help a junior dog in locating marks. Continue.
I'm not talking. I said you had. Right. Do you have any questions there?
No.
You have been a junior handler.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So dogs shall be steady, but may be brought to the line on leash with a flat buckle collar. Dogs may be restrained gently with a slip cord looped through the flat buckle collar, or held gently by the flat buckle collar until sent to retrieve. Nothing other than the flat buckle collar may be placed around the dog's neck.
So, as we loaded up the T350...
You on?
Yeah, I am. You can't hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
You can't hear me in your ear?
I can, a little bit.
I can't turn you up anymore.
Okay, you're good.
All right, so, I am on. As we loaded up the T350, and what's that little lead thing you got?
Yeah, I just have a little short, it's a little
clip. Attaches to your wrist. but it has a brass clip on it.
Yep.
That would be, although I think you did use it.
I used it for one of them, yeah.
That's illegal.
Illegal is a really strong word.
That would be frowned upon. How about that?
Yeah.
The brass clip?
It's not in the rules that you're allowed that.
No, it's frowned upon, though.
Illegal.
Now, how about, we're just going to say frowned upon.
Frowned upon. Okay.
Frowned upon. Hey, so just
But many of these handlers in the junior test are also, they're novices as well. So, don't be harsh to the handler in these junior tests, because a lot of them are, it's a learning experience for them as much as it is for the dog.
100%. We don't want to run them off.
Right.
Right? You don't want to.
Yeah, so
basically, you don't want to piss somebody off.
Right.
You want to hold them to the standard.
Right.
But you want to explain it to them in a very friendly way. Is that, hey, that's not, we won't say illegal. I'm gonna use the word, when I judge, I'm gonna say it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
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 Clips. Right.
Yep.
What did under page 73? What notes did I write?
Can't old fall.
Oh, well, that's my dyslexic way of writing.
Alrighty.
That means that because they're singles, that they're judged as a single. If the dog went to where it was, the first thing, let's say on mark number 2, if it happened to hunt back into where the first bird was, we can't say the dog switched because there was only 2 singles. So it has the ability to hunt the entire area. So I wanted to write that down. So when I'd love to judge a junior. I said that as we drove away today. So I'd rather judge a junior than the master.
Yeah.
Because it's young dogs that really are new to the game. I hate using that word. They're new to the game, and or the handler is, right. So you want to nurture them.
Yep.
To be successful and to succeed. But anyway, I wrote that down. As a note for myself. What's the other one?
Wide open marks.
Yeah. So the 2 singles, you don't want to have them tight and close, right? So that the dog maybe possibly could hunt back into the old scent. There's a gunner station out there, and more than likely the first bird was a flyer, right? So the flyers have been landing everywhere. So especially the way the wind works, you just want the marks to be wide open. So just make it simplistic for the dog, right? These are
2 distinct areas.
These are dogs that are 6 months. They have to be at least 6 months old, but probably more like 6 months to 2 years old, right? Okay, that's all. And what was my other note that I wrote?
No clip release.
Yeah, so that was just for my own self, because I know that you did that, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that was frowned upon.
Yeah.
That was illegal. All right. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
All right. So next one. Junior dogs are under judgment. When they leave the holding blind, junior dogs that are not under control when brought to the line, example, they're jumping, strongly tugging, etc., even on leash, shall risk receiving lower scores in trainability, including a 0 in extreme cases. Junior dogs must retrieve to hand. You would always call it deliver to hand, which I think is probably better wordage in my mind.
Okay.
Junior dog may be encouraged to hunt. Handlers may speak quietly to their dogs and may touch their dog for reassurance or repositioning. See, I got dinged with Rye on the... Where was it? Up in Elkton, I think.
Yep, the double.
Yeah.
I ran her and you ran her.
Yeah, because it was more my muscle memory, but was just kind of positioning her for the second mark. And I kind of scooted her butt around, and the judge should say, hey, you're not allowed to touch.
Well, that has been changed. So in the what's the word? Love, I can't remember. I have CRS. I really do these days. So in the spirit, that's the word. In the spirit of this rule, it's made to, pump the dog up, right? You can talk the dog, you can touch the dog, you can't whack the dog,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
But it's made to comfort the dog, to give the dog confidence if the dog does not have confidence. And yes, you can talk to the dogs all the time.
I like that.
Yeah, you talk quietly and or touch the dogs in a non-threatening manner. Right. So okay.
Yeah, I would say, dog and handler, on their first test, obviously when a lot of mistakes can potentially be made, but each test is a learning experience, and hopefully, by their 4th one they'll be well rehearsed in the rules of the game.
100%.
All right. So let's see. All right, so we're on to senior.
Yep, let's do it.
So it's kind of, they're very basic rules. I mean, there is a handbook. Once you grab your handbook there, that you can actually order from the AKC if you really want to get down into the nitty gritty. It's from Molly.
And there's one too I have about you boarding a dog, actually.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Well, here, if you're watching on YouTube, there is an official AKC score sheet, which if you want to talk about,
I've never seen one before.
Well, there, let me slide that underneath. But here is the rule book. So, right there.
Yeah. So if you really want to get into it, it'd be a good idea to get.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't read it. I kind of rely on you.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
Okay. All right, so senior. Dogs shall be tested to a minimum of 4 hunting situations, 1 land blind, 1 water blind. These may be run as a double blind on land and water, 1 double landmarks, and 1 double watermarks. At least one of the situations shall include a walk-up. Note, blinds shall not be run between marks unless they are run before the marks are presented. And then they have some diagrams of different, I guess we can hold that up if you can.
Yeah, sure. So those who are listening and not watching, basically from the line where you're going to run the dog, where you get released to run your dog, and the 2 marks. Let's call that, if you think about the pinnacle of a triangle. What's the top of a triangle called? Anyway, whatever the top of the triangle is, the pointy part of the triangle as at the line, and then it gets wider as you go out into the field into marks. And they have that mark in red, and the blind cannot be you have converging marks. What's the different marks? Converging birds, lining birds, and hip pocket birds, right?
Oh, okay. Line. Hip pocket. That one's not labeled necessarily.
Well, basically,
converging birds. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever combination you could throw a double in. You just can't be the blind can't be between those 2 marks. That's really what it says.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
You got any thoughts, comments, questions?
No.
Because you're going to run somebody in senior.
Hopefully, eventually.
No, you are.
Hopefully, eventually.
All right. Okay, good. I'll let you.
All right. Senior continued. In a senior test, a double mark is defined as 2 marks presented before the dog is sent to retrieve. Dogs shall be steady on line. A controlled break or creeping shall result in a relatively lower score in trainability. Dogs must deliver to hand, and dogs shall be required to honor a working dog at least once. All right, diversion birds or shots must be used at least once. Switching, dogs that switch shall be scored 0. What is that? What is switching?
So switching would be just in the junior case where switching would be a bird.
That's right. You said this.
2 marks. The dog goes out to let's say the right. You're on the line. There's a left mark thrown and a right mark thrown.
Okay.
The dog goes out and puts its head down on the right mark and establishes a hunt, spinning around, whatever it's doing. Then all of a sudden, maybe the wind, whatever. All of a sudden, it makes a hard 90-degree turn and runs to the left mark. That dog switched because it established a hunt.
Okay.
If it runs out and never really puts his head down, and then all of a sudden runs over there, it's going to be scored lower. The mark is going to be scored lower, right?
Yep. It says dogs that switch shall be scored 0 in perseverance and cannot receive a qualifying score.
In any of these scores, if you get a 0, the dog is out. If both judges.
Ouch. No, ouch. That would hurt. To
get a 0?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you hit your ankle.
Nope.
I mean, a 0 is pretty. It's pretty egregious.
Yeah. It's just.
How about this? You have a junior that the dog. There's 2 simple watermarks, and the dog cheats and runs around both of them. Never gets wet in a watermark. That's got to be a 0, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's a 0.
Yeah.
My pencil's not that sharp that I would at least give the dog a 1, so that it has the possibility of continuing. Not that I just killed it right there, unless it was just again, if I'm sitting there watching a dog, there's 2, a junior especially or a senior, it doesn't matter, whatever the level is, junior, senior, master, and there are obviously watermarks, and the dog never gets its feet wet. I mean, I have to say, come on, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good.
Yep. All right, so that's it for senior.
Thoughts, comments, questions?
No, it's still, I mean, it's kind of basic, but, you know, there's training and then there's the test. And, you know, the dynamic of the whole situation completely changes, so you just never quite know how your dog's going to react. So
100%. The other thing in here is that as far as judging, if you want to say how back in the day everybody said, how sharp's your pencil? Well, in a junior hunter, the pencil should be dull. You know, yes, you want to hold them to the junior standard, but again, they're junior dogs. You got to give them some leeway in there, right?
Yeah.
Right, and senior should be a little bit higher, and the master level you're going to read, that should be like the ultimate hunting dog as far as the standard goes.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. The other thing that occurred to me, that happened, what I did at one of Rye's junior events was, I think it would have been her fourth, and it was her title, this particular one. But I was so freaking nervous.
Which happened to be in Greenwood, Delaware.
Yeah, I was nervous, and the judge was really, really nice, but I was shaking. I was so nervous that I, wanted her to do well, because I kind of knew it would be her title, and I didn't want to mess it up. So again, the dog could be good, but the handler could be a wreck. No. So, just hopefully you'll be that kind of judge that you take both into consideration.
Well, 100%. I actually want it in amongst this. I really want you to read through the whole thing, but there was, and your skills about being able to print something up. I think in the last holding blind, I guess it would have to be any cooperation to whoever my co-judge is, but I would like to have a little sign in there that says certain things. Yep. Have fun.
Like little flashcards kind of thing.
Well, just like a list of things, like you're here to have fun, so have fun. Yep. Take a deep breath and.
Yep. Stick it on your clipboard.
Well, but I want it in the holding blind. When they're in the last holding blind before they run,
that would be cool.
I want it clipped there, so there's like a little sign there for them.
Nice.
And, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself in here, but in senior and master where you run a blind, and it really could be applied to junior too. Like if you're handling to the mark, please don't handle to the area and let the dog go. Once you blow the whistle, that means the dog, you actually just got a 0 for that mark. You're telling me that you don't know, the dog doesn't know where that mark is. So now you need to handle that, like pinpoint, with air quotes, pinpoint, handle that dog to the bird. Right? You just don't like, hey,
somewhere over here,
and then you just handle it to the right and like get him back in the area, and then you just let him hunt again like it's a mark. That's not. I would like somebody, and I would say that in my instructions too. Please, if you're going to handle, make sure you understand. Don't handle to the area. You need to handle to the bird. Right? Anyway, good. I would like to have a little sign of things maybe.
Okay. All right, so we're on to master. Dogs shall be tested in a minimum of 5 hunting situations. Multiple landmarks, multiple watermarks, multiple marks over land and water, a land blind, a water blind. At least one blind shall be double blind. This means a total of at least 3 blinds. And there shall be 3 marking series, at least one of which shall include a walk-up.
Thoughts, comments, questions?
I guess, everything has its own jargon, but there is a lot of like you have to kind of know what it means stuff in here.
Well, don't you know?
Oh, there's our friend. There's our realtor.
Well, there he is. Greg Steen. Salute. Thank you very much.
Hey, Greg.
Man, that's a new Bobcat.
Is it?
Yeah. His was not a Bobcat.
Oh, really?
His Schizo. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so rewind. Well,
just understand, I know what a land blind is. There shall be 3 marking series, at least one of which shall include a walk-up. I know what a walk-up, that's when they're throwing the...
What have we been doing around the corner?
Yeah, they shoot.
Walk up. You're heeling with the dog into the area, quote, of the line, and when usually there's like a little flag, a little piece of tape on the a piece of grass, like walk towards that, and when it happens, it's going to happen. but you're not going to you can't sit the dog down until a mark goes off.
And then, of course, the water blind is, with these little pinnacles and fingers going out into the pond, right? And,
Sure.
And they're just throwing you.
Right. So, as a judge, would I out of all that, what's your double blind going to be?
It'll be, 2, right? No?
Yeah. But where's that going to happen? I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. It's going to happen on land because the dogs can run fast. So, as a judge, to manage my time, I don't want to have a double water blind unless the first water blind is 10 yards away. Swims take long, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, again, I have to work with the co-judge, but I would rather have my double blind be on land where they can be very quick. What did we do this morning?
Yeah.
We did a double land blind. After she did the momentum drill, Scooter came back and you went pop, and then I ran the double land blind.
Okay.
Right? Not that you can't run. You can have a double land blind. You can have a triple land blind. You can have. It doesn't matter. The minimum is you need to have a double blind somewhere in the test, and you have a double blind in the test, and you need to have a water blind and a land blind. Way back in the day, and it was I won't say it was controversial, but the third series, I guess they just wanted to do it quickly. So we had a land series, the quote land combo water series, and walk up was a water blind and a land blind. So you came out of the blind, somebody went pop, you said sit, you ran a water blind, you ran a land blind, so that was your double blind. And that was series 2. And then you came back and ran a water series. It was a land blind, water blind. You came back and ran your watermarks, which, like, technically to what you just read, that covers what you just read. That satisfies the requirements. Yeah, but like in actuality, it was kind of cheap. Like the second series was kind of. All right, all is good.
Yep.
And pellets are full, right?
Pellets are full.
All right, good. Yeah, so that was. I can't say, as a handler, wow, that's cool. We just got through the second series, which happened to be maybe not that stiff of a second series. Way back in, this was with Coot when I ran her, and it was definitely a very light second series as compared to what the second series had been. But anyway, anything else in there?
That's it for that screen.
All right.
Okay.
But again, as from a judge managing my time, everybody else's time, to get your double blind in, it would semi make sense to do 2 land blinds versus 2 water blinds.
Yeah,
get your double in, right?
Yep.
And
I'm sure the handlers would be happy about that too.
And if you recall back, Love, the Mac Man, the first series, it was a double land blind, right? It was a triple double land blind. Second series, land water blind. And then the third series was a single water blind. So, all right.
Okay. During a master test, in at least 2 multiple marking situations, the dog's marking memory will be tested with at least 3 marked falls before the dog is sent to retrieve. During a double set of marks, 2 falls, master judges shall include additional elements of testing, i.e. walk-ups, diversion bird, diversion shots, blinds, etc., in testing the dog's abilities.
So that's how they got that. My example of the second series was a walk-up double blind, if you will, a walk-up diversion shot, double blind. It was a triple land blind. First series, it was a triple water. Excuse me, not triple land blind. It was a triple land marks. Just got a little cramp in my hamstring there. A triple land mark in the first series, mark, 3 of them. And then in the last series, the water series, it was a triple on the water. So,
all right, master continued. Diversion birds and or shots must be used at least once. Dogs must honor at least once. Trainability must be evaluated more stringently than in a senior test. So Jeff has a note here, quiet talking with the honor.
Is allowed.
Yes,
in a field trial, you say sit to the honor dog, and that's the last time you talk to him.
Yeah. All right, switching shall be scored 0 in perseverance, and a dog cannot receive a qualifying score. All right, dogs must be steady and must deliver to hand. Failure to do so must be graded 0 in trainability. Creeping shall be scored relatively lower than creeping in senior. Controlled breaks must be scored 0 in trainability. Whether on marks or blinds, master dogs that require excessive handling, that refuse voice or whistle commands, or appear unwilling to perform their work must be viewed differently than a senior dog, where a degree of tolerance is necessary for those not so seasoned dogs. Master hunting dogs must exhibit those qualities expected in a truly finished and experienced hunting companion. These are the dogs that are truly finished for all levels of testing. Okay.
So that was when I said the ultimate hunting dog. What you just said for the ultimate experience? The verbiage.
Truly finished and experienced hunting companion.
Yes. Yeah. That when I said ultimate, I don't. It doesn't have to be like it's
a robot.
Well, or your dog is better than everybody else's dog, but it's to the standard or to the level of how they should be judged. That's when I said the ultimate hunting dog.
Yeah, well, what's the point of having hunt tests if everyone's not held to the same standard?
Well, it just dilutes the title, right?
Right.
So I'm very proud that Coot, way back in the day, has a master title, qualified for the Master National twice. And if judges are just giving away these qualifying scores, passing dogs just to pass them, so they can qualify, or for whatever reason they're passing them for. If they don't hold them to the standard, it kind of dilutes the standard, right?
Yeah.
If a dog, well, I don't know.
And it confuses the handler too, because the next test they go to, they'll be like, "Oh, it was fine last time."
Yeah, well, I don't want to judge people's. I don't want to judge. I don't mean that way. I don't want to cast disparaging remarks on people's dogs, but if a dog. So here, before I get into that, what's the other sheet? The single sheet. Pull it up. There you go. So what are we judging,
sheet.
love? What are we judging?
For master?
Yep. Well, junior, senior, master. What are we judging?
Marking, memory, style, perseverance, courage in hunting, trainability, steadiness, control, response, and delivery.
Right. So in junior there is no blind. So that doesn't really. And then we have blinds. So there is no blinds in junior, but senior, master. So just say style. If a master dog comes up to the line, maybe I shouldn't say this. Should I say this?
I don't know what you're going to say.
I'm
It's a problem.
Well, the style. What dogs do I like? What style dogs?
Right. Yeah.
What do I like?
You want the high energy.
Crazy dogs.
Yeah.
Right? They just can't wait to do it.
Yep.
So it could be a lab. If somebody brings a lab up to the line in a master hunter, and the thing is looking at this butterfly, and oh, there goes a jet in the sky, and there's quacking out in the field and gunshots, and the dog has no response to it, and that dog passes, that dog to me diminishes everybody else that has a master title. If that dog has a master title, that diminishes my master title as well as everybody else's master title. No?
I mean,
speak.
I think as long as they do, XYZ, and complete the task, it doesn't matter if they, look at airplanes and butterflies beforehand. If they go out there and do the job, then they do the job.
Okay, so if you want to look at that sheet again, so basically for all the elements of scoring, it's 0 to 10.
Right.
Or 0 to 100%. I like using percents.
Okay.
But let's just say 0 to 10. A dog must average through all those, through marking, through style, through perseverance, and through trainability. Those 4 categories in a master, in the land series, in the combo series, and in the water series, plus the blinds. They have to average at least a 7 or 70%.
Right.
So a dog that walks up and doesn't really care about what we're doing. Again, maybe I shouldn't say it, but in my mind, that dog has I won't say 0, but I'm scoring that dog at 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 as far as style goes.
Maybe they have really good peripheral vision and they saw exactly where it landed, just because they're not
Yeah, but they okay.
I'm not finding your example very good, because again, if they go out there and do the job.
Yeah, if the dog could care less and goes out there and goes bam, bam,
Yes.
bam, and said a triple, that's a 10, on that mark, first mark's a 10, second mark's a 9, and the third mark's an 8. Well, the dog can mark it, but again, I'm like, I will give it credit for that for sure. But like, if it's just up there, the dog that doesn't even want to get wet. Right. That's the dog I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right, well,
that's different than it, being distracted.
Okay. Well,
that's not doing the task.
All right. So maybe I misspoke. To me, the dog is sitting there like looking at butterflies and stuff. That's the dog that's not going to get his feet wet. Right.
Yeah. No. If it doesn't. No. If it doesn't do that, or if it, it's meant to run the line through the water to the following the
water, the cover, the
yeah. If it's going around it and takes a piss on a weed halfway out and gets distracted and it has ADD, then that's different, right?
Yeah, but so all those things you just said, that's when I said I was trying to be nice. The dog that comes up is like looking at butterflies after it's been in 3 holding blinds and it's heard boom, 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 quack, 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 boom, 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 quack, 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 boom, boom, boom for 3 other dogs, and now he or she's in the open and it's in front of the judges and there's birds hanging and there's a duck out there going whack, 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 whack as they're getting ready to shoot the flyer, and he's just like, hey, like, where's the truck at? Like, oh, do they have a ham sandwich over there? Like, the judges are eating in their lunch and the dog's more interested in eating the food than this duck that's out there going quack, 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 quack.
But then if that same dog just goes out there and gets it, then...
Well, then I'd have to say, hey, man, like, your dog can mark. I don't really his style. He has, your dog doesn't, I wouldn't say your dog doesn't have much style, but like I'm not.
Well, it's very subjective then for each.
100%. That's
for each judge.
All right, so I almost feel like this is where the podcast that we talked about dog abuse that we didn't use, I feel like we're going there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, I mean, judging is subjective.
Right. So basically, the seminar yesterday was, if you judge, and there's people there that didn't want to judge, they were just there to better themselves as handlers. But
that's what it does say there.
Yeah. If you want to judge, just please, all the stuff you just read, just hold the dogs to that standard.
Yes, that's what needs to be done.
All right. That's
Absolutely.
all. I guess I got sidetracked and I was.
Well, I mean, the thing is, unless there's something in these, in here about style, like style is
subjective. We talked about that. A 10-year-old dog, guess what? It's not going to run like a 2-year-old, right? But this is my.
When you said we talked, we talked, or you talked at the
seminar.
Thank you. Okay,
no, we didn't talk. But
I was going to say
yesterday.
When did we talk?
No, we didn't talk. But this is my point. The 10-year-old dog that comes up with this, an old dog, maybe it's not. It's muscle. It's an older. It's an older dog, right? It can't run like Scoter, right?
Like a 2-year-old.
But it still can come up there and be like, at a 10-year-old dog, I don't want to start crying. But like, it still can have that drive, right?
Yeah.
Versus a dog that comes up and like, oh, wow. The 10-year-old dog can have the 10-year-old dog style. It can still have style.
Yeah, or the placid golden retriever that can still go out there just because it doesn't have, turbojets on its feet, but still gets the job done. I mean, is it in, I don't want to put you on the spot, but,
style. Like, again, like, and all dogs are not labs, right? A Chesapeake has Chesapeake style.
Well, let's be specific when you say labs. American, right?
Okay, American labs have. Yeah. They have. That's what we have, right? So that's what. I'm not going to go up there and be biased. Somebody has somebody has a toller, right?
Right.
As long as somebody comes up with a Boykin Spaniel, like as long as it like it's like chomping at the bit to do it, right? Maybe not like our guys necessarily,
right?
But like it just looks like it really wants to do it.
Yeah.
It comes back and it's like, it has style. Like style doesn't mean I'm old and fat. I hope I have my style, right? Versus somebody that's 21 years old and walking around at 220 pounds that's fit as can be. They have their style too, right?
Yeah.
So I would definitely. This is like really went off to the side, but like I don't want to. A dog that is 12 years old, booger, in the end, he still had his style.
Yep.
Right? And I, as a judge, because I've experienced these dogs, I would still say, hey, man, I can see he's old. I can see he's gray. He's limping. But you know what? He still wants to do it. So.
Yep. Yeah, desire. I guess desire should be put in there. Then. It says perseverance is courage in hunting. But anyway, okay, moving on, right?
Yeah.
All right, split level test. So junior, senior, and master tests may be run in more than one division, but dogs may not be entered in more than one division at the same test level. Unless a conflict, as described in Chapter 1, Section 6, exists, handlers may not request to run in a particular division of a test level or under a particular set of judges.
So we're not going to go any further than this because that's beyond like junior, senior, master. But basically, that's saying if in a master, how does that work? I hear thunder.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I hear thunder. Basically, so if you had it set up that there's going to be a master A and a master B, and you can have 100 dogs in each, but you only have 60, you have 70 dogs registered. So you're going to split them in 35, 34, is it? No, 70, 35
I think
and 35.
that happened somewhere.
Yeah, but you can't, what you just read, which it really is not relative to what we were trying to talk about.
Yeah.
You can't enter a dog in the same weekend, Master A and Master B, because it was just
still
master.
the same test.
It was just master. They were going to split
yeah, for numbers.
Split the field, right?
Yeah,
so that's what that was about. So.
Yep. Okay,
All right.
Makes sense. All right, in master test.
Now we're done. Okay. I think you got it all, love. No?
Split test. Okay, yeah, it's not titled as master. Okay.
Yeah,
it still talks about master, but not. Okay.
Yeah, to me, what you read, you read junior, senior, and master.
Okay.
All right.
It's kind of basic.
Yeah, well, but it might not be basic to everybody.
No, but and basic on paper. But trying to teach the dog to that level, like I've seen with Skoda, it can be challenging.
100%. Well, I'm very glad that I took the test yesterday. Excuse me, I did not take the
seminar.
test. I took the seminar yesterday at the first state retriever club. Excuse me. Yes. I'm happy I took it because evidently I'm back in good standing with that, with the AKC, because you have two, have qualified a dog in junior recently, and I've qualified a dog in senior and master in the past 7 years. The MAC man qualified me for senior and master. You didn't, not that you're going to judge, but Rye qualified you if need be for junior.
For junior, yeah.
So.
Yep.
Right.
I have a lot. It would be beneficial for me to go to this seminar for sure. I can see the benefits of that.
Yeah, like I said, I understand dogs and our lifestyle, but I really, I thought
I would have got something out.
Yeah, you would have got something out.
Yeah.
You would have, just because you would have heard. It would, if anything else, it would have made you ask questions.
Yeah,
Of me, maybe not there, but you was like, hey, when they said this, that, what did that mean? Whatever.
Sure.
So.
For sure, I just, Jeff is immersed in the dog training. He watches a lot of, videos, reads a lot.
Love.
I kind of just piggyback him. Unfortunately, I'm not as, I do a lot of other different stuff with the dogs, but he is very much into listening and learning, and I kind of learn from him. So,
well, thank you.
But then I like to critique him anyway.
Oh, you do, you do that. But I got to say,
I have done dog training. I did it in Australia with my own dogs and my Australian cattle dogs.
So what was that? They didn't have the AKC there, right?
No.
Australian Kennel Club?
No. And it was more of agility.
Yeah, but there probably is an Australian Kennel Club.
I'm sure there is.
Okay, but not to be confused with the AKC American Kennel Club.
No.
All right. But where I'm going with this is, I hit your mic for the second time. Where am I going with this?
I don't know.
In a different lifetime, which you kind of knew me. Yep, I can remember that. Oh, love, should I regress?
Why not?
I brought Coot into the Hickory Veterinarian, the old hospital.
Yep.
And you sat down on the floor with Coot. And you said, Mr. Coach, you had to do this, that, and the other. You had those parachute pants on.
It was a pair of scrub pants, but apparently they were quite big.
Oh, they were parachute pants. They were.
That were just scrub pants.
No, I don't think so. I think they were actually like had a sheen to them.
That was scrub pants.
I think they were parachute pants.
Yeah,
but anyway, I was like thinking, I was detached at the time. I was thinking, oh my goodness, what's this all about?
As I'm teaching him how to clean his dog's ears.
I'm looking at him like, what's this all about?
Like, you got to get the squidge going on. Squidge.
Well, anyway,
squidge.
you sat down on the floor with Coot, and that endeared me. And how would I know multiple years later you'd be sitting here as my wife?
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. Where am I going with this? Yes. In a different lifetime, I reel myself back in. That's all I did every day was dogs. In duck season and decoys, but I did dogs. Ducks, dogs, and decoys. I did dogs every day. I've said it many times, topper on the truck, yada, yada, yada. But like every day I trained dogs. If I didn't, it was in the dark. At night, I would go across the elementary school. The whole courtyard in the front was lit up, and I went and did drills. I just did stuff with Coot and Diamond also, but more so Coot when she was young. Like I did something all the time, and I kind of feel like I'm back to that now.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's definitely every day for sure.
yeah, well, you have to commit. You
Yeah.
know. Richard Barnes say these dogs aren't going to train themselves. Right?
Nope. But it definitely proofs in the pudding.
I need to call Richard.
You know, Scota's level of it that she's at now is because of the hard work and effort you've put into her. But again, as long as she's enjoying it, have at it. She's enjoying it.
April, I want to say 14th, 17th of 2024. You have to admit she barely passed the junior.
Yeah.
The watermarks, right?
I mean, she did it, but she was very.
Had to be score. She was, she averaged a 7. She averaged a 70%, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit better, but like I was definitely.
So April, she was 15 months.
I thought 13 because
she was in January.
I thought she was now.
She's born in January, so she was 12 months in January.
January, February, March, April. 12,
15
13, 14,
months.
15, and now she's 18 months. From 15 months.
Well, now she's
what?
19 months because it's August.
Okay, whatever. In 4 months, what I'm trying to say is, in the beginning, I'm not like, tooting my own horn on this. But my point is, I would just want to reference how quickly dogs progress. Again, arguably, one way or the other, she definitely did the watermarks. She did not do them. She didn't score 10s on the watermarks. Let's say that, right? She almost cheated all the way around coming back of the second. Maybe it was the first watermark. But where I'm trying to go with this is how many months later, and in 2 weeks, we're going to run her first master test.
Yep.
Christian Rickard, don't ding me on this, man. I've been working hard with her.
Yeah.
Christian may be listening. He may not be listening. But if he is, don't ding me on this. And Christian, as a backup, I got her entered in senior too. So we're going to get a ribbon. Well, I don't want to be too boastful.
No, yeah, don't.
But I'm thinking we're going to get, at least she can do senior work. But
I think so.
I think she's going to. I think she's going to do the.
Again, it's a dog at a hunt test, and there's smells and other dogs and other vibes going on.
They're dogs.
They are dogs.
And I am who I am. Right. All right. My eyes are not teary anymore. I don't know why I got that way when I talk about old dogs and
dogs.
style.
Yeah, I love old dogs.
Right.
Yep.
Damn, I've been seeing so many people recently post up. They're putting their dogs down. Like it's just not. That bothers me more. Well, I won't say more than anything, but it definitely is a strong emotion that bothers me.
Yeah.
I guess I said bothers.
Understandably.
Me, so it's the one thing when you buy a puppy. Or we whelp these puppies. I'm not thinking about their ending. Right, I'm just thinking about all the good things and the positive things, right?
Oh yeah. We're just enjoying them for the most part, except when Elba doesn't bring the bumper back.
Well, we're gonna fix that.
Yeah, he'll be good. He'll be good. He wants to do it. That's for sure.
Love, we still have to force fetch him today.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I forgot all about that. Where are we at? Short ribs. So they're 2.5 hours in.
All right, I got to put some potatoes on.
So
the tip.
here's somebody. They text me. Did I want $3,000?
Yeah.
And for me to give them whatever kind of information they need, right? Mm-hmm. So you know what I said? Mm-hmm. I said I need 2 more zeros behind that number. And then they sent me okay. They said okay.
Oh, wow. Scammers.
I don't need 3,000. I need 300,000. If you got that liquidity, you're willing to give it away. I'm your guy that's willing to take it. I'll give you all the credit in the world that you gave me the money. But these are the texts that I get. What does this mean?
See, I don't know why you don't block those people.
Oh, because I gotta find humor in it.
It's a time waste.
It is suck.
Yeah.
It's a time suck.
Yeah,
Love.
just block them and report them.
Love. I like the word suck.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
Goes both ways. All right. Thunder in the background, no lightning, but this has been the Pit Boss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods, mymollys.com, and also Crabs2Go, crabs2go.com, Gunner Kennels, gunner.com, Duckwater Boats, duckwaterboats.com, Duck Blind Bistro, duckblindbistro.com, Turtlebox, turtleboxaudio.com, Dirty Duck Coffee, dirtyduckcoffee.com, not WhaleyvilleWagontails.com, but pitbosswaterfowl.com. I want to eat these ribs. They're going to be awesome. And as always, take it here we are. Salute.
Cheers.